The Buffalo Bills are going to have to approach this game in a way they never approached any game this year. As always, in my studying and scouting report processes, I'll show you exactly how our Patriots can get out of this with the W. Let's go. So the starting and ending point of this whole game is going to be Josh Allen. So other than Josh Allen, what makes this Buffalo Bills offense explosive? I think they have different tendencies and strengths to approach different schemes and approach different tendencies. First off, they stretch you with the run-pass balance, right? Dalvin Cook has looked like a top 4 running back in this league. Not only do they have that, they also have Josh Allen, who can run and truck your middle linebackers like it's nothing. And this is so effective because when a defense plays man coverage, just like the Patriots, Buffalo Bills will try to achieve is running the ball with Josh Allen especially. A lot of situations in the Saints game last week or in a lot of games I watched, Josh Allen would take a 5-step drop or a 7-step drop depending on formation, and he'd actually read cover 1, and the play would be designed by their offensive mastermind, Joe Brady, to actually beat that coverage. And what Josh Allen would do, he would instantly take off and truck like 2 middle linebackers. And I think there are very few answers to that. When you play man coverage, no one is looking at the quarterback. Everyone is looking at their own guy they're guarding. They're not paying attention. What Josh Allen does is he runs it down the middle, he drops back, and then instantly takes off like it's a power or something, although it's not. Or he would actually call a bootleg play where he'd roll out and run the sides, which would be much easier because the cornerbacks or the players on the sideline would actually be deep enough by the time that Josh Allen takes off. So that's a vital issue I think we have to address there. I'll talk about the way to address it when I talk about the Patriots offense. As a man coverage team, one of your main goals is to prevent the run from Josh Allen. And he's playing it smart. He can throw to a zig and get 9-8 yards guaranteed, or he can truck, or he can run down the middle, truck a couple players, and take it 60-70. Tendencies I wrote here is 3rd and long, going to single back, faking play action, and calling flood concepts. A lot of 3rd down sideline throws. A lot of quick throws as well on drop back formations. They also adore having 12 personnel on the field. And that is for many reasons. Whether they have 2 perfect tight ends, whether they can fake the run, whether you don't know what to do because they can run it, they can pass it, they can run it with Josh Allen, they can do anything and you can't expect anything. So they call 12 personnel 75% of the time. What I've seen from film is on 11 personnel, if they're calling single back, it's a pass most of the time. But I think their go-to personnel is 12 personnel simply because it leaves all options on the table. But it's certainly not 3rd and medium or worse than that. So that's why I think forcing 3rd and mediums to 3rd and longs is your best opportunity to win here. It sounds so basic, but it takes away most of the options that personnel provides, whether it's the play action, it's the run game, or the trick motions they use a ton of, which I'll talk about right now, of jet motions, the wide receiver over motions, a lot of loop motions as well. They all are throw-offs most of the time. And in that Baltimore Ravens game, week 1 game, what they did best is beat the Ravens man coverage. And man coverage usually involves matchups and you're getting the matchup you want. But for Josh, it was about him running, him doing Josh Allen things. They also called 21 personnel, split close, have 2 running backs in the backfield. Definitely trying to utilize the tight end or a fade down the sidelines. They have a 42% conversion rate according to what I've seen. And I think the Patriots can increase that. Even if it's by a little, the Patriots can definitely win this game. Defensively, at least. Giving the offense the opportunity it needs. Crashing down, and then his momentum is straight forward. That's when Dalvin Cook who's too smooth, too silky, can actually take it and misdirection the. And I think the run is going to be a major factor here. Blood concepts, Dalvin Cook, who averages 5.9 rushing yards per carry. Dalvin Cook is running more than Josh Allen. They're going to start utilizing the play action. They're going to call a ton of bootlegs, a ton of nakeds in this game just to utilize that run down the sideline plus that bomb. So you have that dual threat. But the main chess match in this game is going to be the Patriots offense against the Buffalo defense. Because the Bills defense, last week the Panthers defense is going to disguise and use match coverage a ton, while the Patriots passed that test, destroyed it, because Drake Maye was capable of recognizing defenses and doing veteran things as opposed to taking what the defense gives them, having a long-term memory in terms of remembering the disguises, remembering the matchups, and just not being fooled twice. The Buffalo Bills will take it to the next level. A ton of inside blitzes. They know that the play dies when you collapse that interior a lot of B and C gap blitzes by middle linebackers. They love to play a 3 lineman set, like a dollar set, and have those linebackers bluff blitz, and then at least one of them comes. And they also love the nickel double mug looks. And they're a zone team. They love zone coverage. They want to force you to get rid of the ball as fast as possible and get tackled on the spot. And I think that's their main way of forcing more third downs. They did it to the Saints, where they off blitz, they show 7 at the line and scare the quarterback, so the quarterback remains scared throughout the whole play and forces a throw to a well-covered receiver, or a receiver who will get a minimum amount of yards. I think that is what the Bills are trying to achieve here. Drake Maye proved he's a top 5, top 6 quarterback in this league as of now. If you don't believe me, go watch him. But really, they still are going to take that same approach because of the ability to pass inside the pocket. Plus, they've seen how he reacted to blitz in that Miami game in week 2, which will be their best shot, given they have a far better defense. One is ranked 28, and the other is far beyond that. Played middle field closed against trips formations like 90% of the time on film. Their cover 3 and cover 4 that dominate because they blitz the interior middle linebackers, whether it's out of a 3 wide lineman formation or a nickel double mug formation, forcing quick passes, but then they get tackled on the spot, sending 6 or bluffing and having 7 on the line and then sending 4, forcing the quarterback to react faster. 11 personnel were the most out of any personnel to make the Bills play cover 0. From what I saw, film don't lie. We're going to have to utilize Austin Hooper even more, especially in the run game, and just approaching offense the similar way they do. But I think the key to this game is going to be the run game for the New England Patriots, whether it's running with Drake Maye, have plays to draw against that defense. As always on Saturday, can't get fooled by those blitzes. They usually come on second downs. On third down, they love to back up, forcing the quarterback into that quick throw and getting the tackle right on the spot to force the punt there. You have it 4th and short, really. And I think if Drake Maye passes this defense, he's going to be far more impressive than he is now. And he's super impressive right now. But what about the Patriots offense? Ways to attack this tricky defense, the zone coverage, the tricky blitzes, the bluff blitzes, breaking the interior, running from the exterior. Just how I would approach this as the Patriots offense is, number 1, you want Drake Maye to utilize his legs, throw. I'm just saying, it's going to be a bigger of an opportunity available this game, as well as the no huddle play, I think them blitzing, them playing zone, and playing with both the coverage and the scheme and the blitz fell. I think to counter that, you have to go with the no huddles. You have to increase the tempo. Just go no huddles here. Mix outside zones and stretch runs. The game plan to beat cover 4, to make the play action work, because they know we have a top tier quarterback as well, and to open opportunities for Drake Maye to actually run with the run game. Example on this is, as I said last week, the disguises from the Carolina Panthers going from cover 4 match to cover 1. Just those disguises, Drake Maye knew it was coming. He would expect it was coming, or if it didn't come, he would actually go to the default setting, which in his mind was the coverage that came out in first, giving him the freedom and the confidence and all that. They know we're going to put up a fight offensively and defensively if they do what I told them to do. But Drake Maye is a warrior. They know that. They know they're playing a different animal here. And that's why I think, as I said, it's going to be a complete different game. I got the Patriots winning this game 35-31. And you're going to see our Patriots beat the best team in football. Let's go.